Audio Jungle.
A man and his 3-month-old son died in a two-vehicle crash in Westmoreland. A man and his 3-month-old son died in a two-vehicle collision in Westmoreland. The deceased are 22-year-old Ronaldo Curlew of Galloway District, Longwood, Westmoreland, and 3-month-old Denira Curlew. Head of Operations for the Westmoreland Police Deputy Superintendent DSP Mitchell said the incident occurred about 7:30 a.m. yesterday. He said the crash involved a Toyota Mark X and a Toyota Axio motor car. According to DSP Mitchell, Curlew, his son, and the child's mother were aboard the Toyota Mark X. He said speeding appears to be a contributory factor in the crash. He said the child was reportedly flung from the Toyota Mark X upon impact. He called on motorists to desist from speeding and obey the road code.
The accident occurred earlier this morning about 7:30 a.m. when a Toyota Mark X motor car collided with parked Toyota Axio. Initial reports suggest that speeding may have been a contributing factor to this devastating accident. And tragically, a male occupant of the Toyota Mark X, the driver, and his infant child succumbed to their injuries at the scene. The child's mother, who was also in the vehicle, was rushed to the hospital where she is currently receiving treatment. Her condition remains stable. Preliminary investigations indicate that the driver of the Toyota Mark X lost control of the vehicle, causing it to become airborne after crashing into the parked Toyota Axio. The child was flung from the vehicle as a result of the impact. The Accident Investigation and Reconstruction Unit, along with the Savlamar Police, are conducting a thorough investigation to determine the full circumstances surrounding this horrific crash. We are reminding all motorists of the importance of adhering to speed limits and exercising caution on the roads. Speeding remains one of the leading causes of road fatalities, and we urge drivers to slow down, remain vigilant, and prioritize the safety of all road users. We as the police will remain committed to enforcing road safety laws and will continue to work tirelessly to prevent such tragedies from reoccurring. We ask the public to cooperate and make our roads safer for everyone.
St. Andrew man charged with murder of new mother. A St. Andrew man has been charged with murder and other serious crimes for the shooting death of a new mother who was weeks away from migrating to the United States to be with her husband, who is a member of the American Army. David Anthony White, 25, also known as Trey, was also charged by detectives for the St. Andrew North Police Division with 2 counts of wounding with intent, shooting with intent, using a firearm to commit a felony, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The charges stem from a midnight gun attack by armed thugs in Kingston Western District, Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew on August 31, which claimed the life of Ronisha Gilbert Morgan, 28. 2 persons, including her husband, were also injured in the attack. Gilbert Morgan's husband was in Jamaica for the birth of their child 3 weeks before the incident and to relocate his family to the U.S. White was reportedly arrested at a rural hospital where he was being treated for injuries investigators claim he sustained while fleeing the crime scene. Investigators believe the drive-by shooting was a reprisal for the shooting death of one of White's associates weeks ago. They will say I am political, Richard Curry addresses PNP conference. They will say I am political, but what do you expect me to do? Those were the words of the controversial chief of the Accompong Maroons, Richard Curry, as he addressed the annual conference of the People's National Party PNP at the National Arena on Sunday. Curry told the Sea of Orange-clad comrades that the Maroons will no longer accept violation of our rights and disrespect, and therefore, we here today, we journey far, we sojourn to deliver a message. Curry, who has been known to be at odds with the government, said, "The point is that we have been soliciting a government for 3.5 years, and to date, they have not responded to us. To date, they have not attended one function, and Marky G, PNP President Mark Golding, has responded because he has vim, vigor, and vitality," Curry remarked. "This man is a true man. This man is as real as it gets," he added. According to Curry, the Maroons are here to deliver a powerful message that for those who think they can undermine the rights of those who were here 287 years before, we have a sad, sad message to deliver to a few months' time because the people are tired. He seemed to be referring what political commentators anticipate could be an early general election. The Maroon chief said issues of poverty and crime, among others, were enough for Maroons and other Jamaicans to unite around. Curry told PNP supporters that he stood before them as not a political representative, but as a proud representative of Jamaica's First Nation. He said the presence of the Maroons were both a statement and gesture, a statement of unity and gesture towards mutual respect and peace with a compound Maroons and all Maroons island-wide. Curry told Golden that when the PNP assumed state power, you also have a home in a compound, brother. Golden proposes land and housing program dubbed ProSure. Opposition leader Mark Golden has announced that a future People's National Party administration will pursue a land and housing program dubbed ProSure, named in honor of Portia Simpson Miller, Jamaica's first woman prime minister. The party president told supporters on Sunday that the PNP's annual conference at the National Arena that Portia is an acronym for Program for Order Renewal and Transformation of Infrastructure in All Areas. He did not say how much the initiative will cost taxpayers. This program will drive policies that Sister P stood for, improving infrastructure in old housing schemes, tearing down zinc fences in communities and replacing them with concrete walls, completing the infrastructure and land title for existing land tenure regulating scheme, and rolling out new ones to bring hope and decent living conditions in areas of social neglect, he said, to applause from supporters. He added, "Our beloved Sister P will smile as the next PNP government improves sidewalks for persons with disabilities, provide housing assistance for needy citizens, and beautify communities where our people live." Simpson Miller was also the first woman president of the PNP. She retired from politics in 2017, some of Golden's other pledges. Next PNP government will make land available to the National Housing Trust for qualified contributors. End extradition of funds from the NHT for budget support. Comprehensive review of all law relating to housing to find ways to make housing more affordable for all Jamaicans. Corruption is rampant. Golden blasts JLP, demands PM name illicit aid. President of the People's National Party PNP Mark Golden has ripped into the Jamaica Labour Party JLP, describing the governing party as corrupt and demanding that the Holness-led administration publicly state which parliamentarians are under probe for illicit enrichment by the Integrity Commission. According to Golden, who is also the opposition leader, corruption is rampant at the highest levels. He was speaking Sunday during the public session of the 86th Annual Conference of the PNP at the National Arena in Kingston. Golden repeated sections of his budget speech in March, which was shut down after he made statements deemed controversial by government members of parliament and was forced to finish his speech on the sidewalk outside Gardner House. You will remember during my budget presentation when they tried to prevent me from saying some critical things about governance, even shutting down the sitting of Parliament. I went onto the street and said what I had to say, and I will say it here again. The failure to disclose the identity of the so-called illicit 6 MPs who are under investigation by the Integrity Commission for illicit enrichment remains a festering sore, only made worse by the Prime Minister's gag order on Cabinet Ministers speaking publicly on these matters, he repeated Sunday. Golden noted that since that time, the Integrity Commission has indicated that 2 more MPs are under investigation for illicit enrichment. The PNP president repeated the quote, this time stating that it was illicit aid, and added that, comrades, I had to hurry up and say it the second time because by the time we finish here today, it could become 6 by the way how the labourers illicit and multiply like demons. And now we have another Integrity Commission report on the Prime Minister sent to Parliament, but still not tabled for the public to see, with little bits of it being selectively leaked to the JLP alley media houses. Golden said a future PNP administration will change the law so that all Integrity Commission reports must be published on Parliament's website within 24 hours, being sent to Parliament, and all Jamaicans can read the reports. Declaring the time come to change these things and that accountability and transparency matter, Golden promised that a future PNP government would create an environment in which all Jamaicans can thrive and achieve their version of the Jamaican dream. Several reports from the Integrity Commission are expected to be tabled in Parliament on Tuesday. Police seize handgun in Cassava Peace, 3 men arrested. 3 men are in police custody following the seizure of a handgun in Cassava Peace, St. Andrew on Saturday. Reports are thus about 1 a.m. Lawmen were in the area when a vehicle with 3 men aboard was stopped and searched. The 3 men were also searched, and the firearm, which was reportedly fitted with a magazine containing 7 rounds of ammunition, was taken from them. They were arrested. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.